Top 10 Health Benefits of Cocoa. Welcome to our daily health. We give daily videos on a lot of wellness topics. So please hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell icon, and that way you'll never miss any of our videos. Cocoa has always been a special part of my childhood. Growing up, cocoa and all its byproducts were always seen at our dinner table. From the cocoa drink every breakfast in the summer to the chocolates. I always enjoyed my childhood because of cocoa. Aside from the delicious taste and its aroma, cocoa is known for its health benefits. In the 16th century, cocoa was introduced to Europe and eventually the whole world by the Spanish conquerors. Europeans started using it as a medicine. They crushed the cocoa beans, making it into a powder, thereby removing the fat or cocoa butter. Top 10 Health Benefits of Cocoa. Number 1. Keeps high blood pressure at bay by improving nitric oxide levels. According to studies, nitric oxide is responsible for enhancing the functions of blood vessels in the body, thus lowering the blood pressure. So what does it have to do with cocoa? Well, cocoa has flavonols that are believed to improve the nitric oxide levels in the blood. Once the level of nitric oxide is high in the blood, the flow of the blood becomes smooth flowing and the blood pressure is reduced. In an experiment conducted, the results revealed that patients who were provided with 1,218 milligrams of flavonols showed a reduction of 2 millimeters of mercury in their blood pressure. This is small but quite significant when it comes to the reduction of blood pressure. It must be noted, however, that the number of processing stages in cocoa has a significant effect on the amount of flavonols. Thus, the flavonols content in each chocolate bar or drink varies, depending on how many stages such products underwent. Number 2. Lowers the risk of heart attack and stroke. It is said that cocoa helps reduce blood pressure. It follows that cocoa can lower the risk of heart attack and stroke. We all know that the risk of heart attack and stroke are closely associated with high blood pressure. In addition to improving the level of nitric oxide level by the flavonols in cocoa, which leads to the relaxation and dilation of arteries and blood vessels, cocoa also reduces LDL cholesterol, or known as the blood cholesterol. Cocoa has a thinning effect on the blood, akin to aspirin, which reduces inflammation and improves the blood sugar levels of the body. Experts say that when blood pressure is normal and the body gets rid of the bad cholesterol, the risk of heart attack and stroke and even heart failure is low. In one experiment, it was found that consumption of chocolates in 157,809 subjects showed a significantly lower risk of the above-mentioned diseases, not to mention death. So, make sure to eat 1 serving of chocolate a day to help your body reduce the risk of stroke, heart attack, or even heart failure. Number 3. Helps in overall body health. Another interesting fact about cocoa is that it is rich in polyphenols. In fact, cocoa is one of the richest sources of these. What are these? Polyphenols are natural antioxidants found in food, and these antioxidants have been linked to overall health benefits, having better blood flow, lowered blood pressure, normal cholesterol, and blood sugar levels, to name a few. In addition, it has lots of flavonols that are known to be potent in anti-inflammatory and antioxidant properties. However, it is worth remembering that the heating of cocoa has effects on the beneficial properties. When it is treated with alkaline, there is a decrease in flavonol content by 60%. So, the beneficial effect of the flavonol as an antioxidant is also affected. Thus, the more bitter the chocolate is, the more benefits can be found in it. Number 4. Helps in brain function. First, when talking about cocoa, flavonols are worth mentioning. These compounds are antioxidants and are responsible for the increase in nitric oxide in the body. What it does to the brain is considerably helpful in its functions. Nitric oxide improves the flow of the blood, thus giving enough supply of the blood to the brain. When this is achieved, the brain can function well. In one study, the high flavanol content in cocoa was found to increase the blood flow in the brain of adults by 8% after 1 week of consumption and 10% 2 weeks after. Thus, the study suggests that the daily intake of cocoa improves mental performance in people with and without mental impairments. Furthermore, research also suggests that polyphenol content reduces the risk of neurodegenerative diseases such as Alzheimer's and Parkinson's. Number 5. Helps type 2 diabetes patients. We all know with the current lifestyle we all have these days, it is most likely that we can get type 2 diabetes. Despite the fact that eating too many chocolates can cause diabetes, cocoa in fact has anti-diabetic effects. The flavonols in cocoa slows down the digestion of carbohydrates and its absorption in the gut, and stimulates the uptake of sugar out of the blood going into the muscle. This flavanol also helps improve the secretion of insulin and reduces the inflammation. Thus, studies suggest that a higher intake of flavonols results to a lower risk of type 2 diabetes. Furthermore, because of the fact that polyphenols can aid in heart health, it follows that cocoa can help in controlling and preventing diabetes. Number 6. Reduces symptoms of depression and improves mood. As mentioned earlier, the flavonols in cocoa help the brain function. On top of that, studies show that cocoa also helps improving mood and symptoms of depression. This means that the flavonols in cocoa gives a positive effect on one's mood. The flavanol can also convert the tryptophan to the natural mood stabilizer serotonin, which is responsible for giving a lifting mood. Studies have shown that regular intake of chocolates has a considerable positive effect on reducing stress among pregnant women and babies. It shows that the high polyphenol content in cocoa provided a calm and contented feeling in the subjects. Because of this, it is safe to note that eating chocolates can help improve overall health. It can also improve the psychological well-being of the person. Number 7. May have cancer protective properties. Cocoa is one of the richest sources of flavonols among the fruits. Because of it, cocoa contains cancer-protecting properties and has low toxicity. Flavanol, being an antioxidant, fights inflammation, protects cells from getting damaged, and aids in cell growth. When new cells are produced, the cancer cells are induced to die and thus stops the spread of the cancer cells. It is shown that cocoa extracts prevents breast, pancreatic, prostate, colon, and liver cancer. Studies also show that cocoa extracts reduce the risk of leukemia. Number 8. Regulates the weight. A study conducted showed that those who frequently took chocolate had a lower body mass index than people who had a low intake of the same. This is because cocoa regulates the use of energy of the body, reduces one's appetite, and increases the oxidation of fat, and thus gives a feeling of fullness. By this, you can control your eating habits. Additionally, studies show that those who consume 1.5 ounces of 81% cocoa chocolate per day exhibited weight loss faster than the regular diet. Number 9. May help asthma patients. Asthma is life-threatening. It is a chronic inflammatory disease, which results in obstructed and inflamed airways. Cocoa contains theobromine and theophylline, which are anti-asthmatic compounds. Cocoa powder contains 3.7 ounces of theobromine, which helps in stopping persistent coughing. Theophylline, on the other hand, helps asthmatic patients by relaxing the airways, decreasing inflammation, and dilating the lungs. Number 10. Beneficial to your teeth and skin. Cocoa also protects the dental cavities from gum disease. Cocoa is proven to have an anti-enzymatic, antibacterial, and immune-stimulating properties that have good effects on oral health. Studies also show that ingesting cocoa for a long time helps the blood circulation of the skin and its hydration. So, what are you waiting for? Get some cocoa powder now. We hope you have found this information helpful. Please be sure to subscribe and turn on the notification bell icon so you will never miss our daily video update.